Hi everybody. Where have you been all my life? Just kidding. I've had a few people say, where the hell are you? What's going on? What's up, Lornel? And reach out to me on Instagram because they thought I left TikTok. All is good. I've just been busy. Edmonton is a busy time for us because it's family and friends, don't you know? Plus I have a bunch of appointments that I gotta do. So, been running around, nothing exciting. A little big bumble tried to get me. Anyways, so yeah, I went and saw my daughter yesterday. That was lovely. And I went and saw my cousin and my friend from her. And I've seen, let me see, well, I haven't done a whole lot, but okay, so I'm in the backyard of my stepson, my oldest stepson's place, and his brother lives here too. Tom went on a little excursion, so he'll be right back. So I'm going to make this quick. Sorry you can't see my eyes. I'm trying to adjust that. So one of the things that I discussed recently was marrying later in life. Tom and I were late 50s, and having adult children from different spouses, and how to handle your estate planning once you've purchased a house, etc. Now, Tom and I purchased our home as joint tenants, so automatically, if I was to die, everything that I put into the house would go to Tom, and he can do what he wants with that when he decides to do his, like, he could change his will and everything go to all of his kids, and my kids are done, right? Well, he didn't even have to change his will for that. Joint tenancy, that's how it goes. Everything goes to the surviving spouse. That didn't set well with me because we were basically going on the honor system that one of us would, whoever survives, would pay out the other kids their estate when we sold the house, or if we had the money, buy them out before that. So that was not sitting well with me. So I wanted to change our will to have a separate contract for our matrimonial home. So all of Tom's estate, meaning his investments and savings, toys that he has, blah, blah, before I came into the picture, whatever, all goes to his kids. Same with my investments and savings and any purchases that I had that were major or sentimental items, whatever. All that I can bequeath and make my kids beneficiaries. But anything that we've purchased together, I wanted to make sure that my investment, which is really only the house, and the equity in the Mexican casa, well, technically Tom paid for everything there too, so he got paid out first. So we paid his dad back some of the money we owed him, and blah, blah. It doesn't really matter. But I'm just saying that you need to make a will. You can do whatever the fuck you want, but for me, I wanted to make sure that, because I only have a small little inheritance, so whatever I have, I want to make sure my kids get it. And so that means the investment in the house. Now, Tom's concern was, what happens if I die tomorrow? Tom has paid quite a bit of interest on the house and not so much the principal. Now, our situation is very unique. I have only my CPP pension and my small little investments, and Tom is our breadwinner. I went into this marriage with the understanding that, you know, if I invest into the down payment of the house and the upkeep of the house for the next 20 years, we would do a 60-40 split of the estate of the house, because I'm there for 20 years investing and looking after him and looking after the house, and he is too. So I should get some investment out of my money. And if I had owned the house by myself, you know, that's what would have happened. So he wanted to make sure, though, that if I died tomorrow, that everything he's put in interest-wise is looked after, which at first I was like, what the fuck? I want to make sure that this balances out, you know, financially, so that I at least get my money that I invested back. So he said, how about 70-30 for the first 5 years once we do this contract? Now, I didn't understand what he was talking about, so I asked if we could talk to our lawyer first our estate planning lawyer, and explain his concerns versus my concerns, and a third-party mediator type guy advising us both. And that's what his expertise is for. He's been doing this for 40 years and 20 years of estate planning and whatnot. So that's what we did. And today I felt a lot more comfortable. Tom and I were very, very heated about all of this. It was very uncomfortable. It's a touchy subject, especially when Tom is the breadwinner, and he's been very generously. And like what I said is, if Lornel had her own home and if you had your own home, Lornel would probably still be working, number one, and she would be paying her way. And if you didn't have Lornel in your life, you'd still be paying what you're paying if you bought this house. So that shouldn't really be a factor. Her investment is her investment, and going forward, if she was there for 20 years, she would, number one, the property value would go up, the improvements you've done to the house, her maintenance and care for you and your lives together, and vice versa. So it's not just what you're physically paying to consider. And so we both came to the agreement that yes, in the first 5 years, while the interest is being paid down on our mortgage, we would do a 70-30, and then after that, if I was to die first. If Tom dies first at 60-40, I get his pension. It's not really moot. I'd pay out his kids and sell the house and move on. And no one likes to talk about this stuff, but that's what estate planning is to make sure that you're both comfortable with what happens with your kids' estates. And in our situation, marrying late in life, purchasing late in life, having a mortgage late in life, I needed to do it. It was very, 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 very heated. So that's why I got the lawyer in to mediate, and he wrote down all our money contributions and everything, and made me feel comfortable and made Tom feel comfortable that this is how he would do it, and he agrees, and he's going to reword it. So we have our separate wills. We are not each other's executors or enduring power of attorneys. We are our agent for our personal directive regards to health, because all our kids live in Alberta full time, and we're partially in BC, so it's just him and I out there to make medical decisions for each other. But if it's a serious incident, obviously we've made it that our kids have to be contacted to make final decisions if it's a life or death situation type thing. So make sure you cover your bases, make sure you have a living will, and in our situation, joint wills just isn't cool. So if you've been married for 50 years and you've got kids with your spouse, go ahead, do your joint wills. That's probably the best way to do it. As you age, you should probably make your kids executor, though, not each other, because we don't really pay attention to when dementia kicks in. And that's what happened with my parents, and that's the experience I had with my parents. My mom changed her will while she was full in, like head on into Alzheimer's, and nobody knew. She was a very smart girl, so she hit it very, very well. So anyways, that's my advice. And what a gorgeous day in Edmonton. Heading to see my granddaughter's dance recital tomorrow, and then again on Sunday with my oldest granddaughter, and then we'll be heading back to spend the summer in the shoe. So I haven't gone anywhere. I'm still here. Thanks for looking for me, guys. Peace out.